Welcome to today's live stream. This is the very first outdoors live stream, so I hope y'all enjoy it. I was gonna go fishing, but a rain cloud popped up. It was thundering, but it never did rain. It just blew over. So I'm just gonna go fishing in the morning, about like 9:30, somewhere around there. But today we're going to be rigging up stuff. So we got the Lew's bait caster with some on it. Nice thing, and we got one of these Zoom U curly tail worms and a sinker on there, and it runs good. But one thing I'm gonna fix real quick is this does have a little bit of a bird nest spot, so I'm gonna kind of cast it out here a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of pull all this extra line out. As you can see, it's kind of messed up. So that's the first thing we're gonna do here. I see where my loose spots are. See, I'm just letting it. I'm basically letting the line unravel itself, because we had, the other day I was fishing, I wasn't recording, but the reason why I'm doing this is pulling the line out of this thing, because I got in a very bad bird nest when I tried to throw something the other day, so I'm just getting all the loose spots out of this stuff, so that way we'll be able to fish better. And also my bait caster, it'll throw a lot better if I do this. So I was like, might as well record about it, because I was like, I don't know what else to do, because I'm bored right now. And a live stream is definitely keeping me busy. So that's why we out here. Hey, deer. Hey, Rifle, Deer, and Rax YT. No problem. It's all right. I know you haven't been able to make any of my streams lately. It's all right, man. It's no problem. But what we're doing right now is I'm pulling the line out of this, my bait caster, because it's been being a pain lately. It's been tangling up. I don't know if you can see all that loose stuff in there. So we're trying to get all that stuff out, and all this line is just piling up in a pile here. But I'm going to pull it tight. So I'm just getting all this stuff out because my line has been pretty bad lately. So I got in a fat bird nest today. I know how to throw this. This is fluorocarbon. This ain't mono. So that's another reason why this stuff's doing this. We're about to get to the end of the spool. Where's the... I see the knot. I see where it's at, and we're getting real close to it. Okay, let's see. We're almost there. It's a lot of line gone. Let's see. There it is. Pull that up, and I'm really trying to get all this stuff out of here. Because if finally we got that loose spot out of there. Well, no, we didn't either. Nice. What kind of bait caster you get? This is a Lew's Super Duty. I got it for free because my cousin sent it to me. It's like a $300 reel, so I really like it. Smooth. If you haven't been following along, we went from mono, and I've got a couple new rod setups. But I'm trying to get this little knot right there out. If I don't get that out, it's going to mess all my fishing up. There it goes. Finally. So now, how I'm going to do this. No, that's alright. I understand. You got to go. That's good, bro. You good. So what I'm going to do now, y'all, is I'm going to pull the rest of this line out of here. Alright. And stop. And I'm going to hold it right here in my hand to keep tension on it. So it'll spool up nice and tight. Because I'm not putting my hand over it. I'm just doing this because I'll sound where you guys can watch what happens here. If there's any knot that comes along or happens at any given point, what I'm going to do is just cut the line off and re-spool it. There's one right there. See, there's another. There's one. This is what happens to me when I'm trying to bass fish. This stuff right here just completely, it just ruins my fishing, man. had to pull it out. Yeah, that's not coming out. So, yes, I know that's a lot of line, but all this yellow, like, stuff has been tangly, and then this down here has been fine. So, I know there's not as much line on there now, but hey, I'm not worried about it because I'm just trying to get stuff going here because this thing has not been casting good at all lately because the guy that spooled it up for me did it so tight again. Also, I sharpened my fishing pliers too. So we're going to let that hang there, and we're going to grab all this line out of here. See, you see all this stuff just kind of wants to tangle. That's what's been happening. All this is just, it's all tangly. So that's why I have my line, if you guys are curious, because this is the bad stuff. This right here is the stuff I don't want to fool with while I'm fishing. It happens to me just about all the time. And don't say I don't know how to throw it. I know how to throw this bait caster. I've thrown it to a lot. So now let's go down here and see what's going on because we got another knot. Let's see. So here's another spot that messed me up the other day when I was casting. I had this, you see how it's kind of wavy? This might be hard to tell, but you see how my line's like real wavy right there? You see how it's like that? That's what's been happening to me. So all we're going to do is pull this stuff through here. Nope, we can't do that because that's just going to ruin it. Okay, so let's grab this now. I know you guys might be saying, man, you wasted a lot of fishing line. Yeah, I know, but I'll tie it all back on. I ain't worried about it. There we go. It's not really that much, honestly. I've had worse happen, but all this has got to go. This is not a bird nest, by the way. This is just the line that keeps tangling on me because I guess it's been thrown so much. It's just wore out. I don't know. I'm still learning the basics of bait caster, but yeah. I pretty much know how to use one. So we're going to go ahead and throw this away. Oh, well, the garbage can's all the way out here by the road, so yeah. Hey, Reese, what you doing, buddy? Hey, Reese, what's up? What's up, huh? Now, if I'm not calling y'all this, I'm just saying in general. Oh, look, there's a rabbit, look. Go get it, buddy. Get that rabbit, Reese. All right, come back, Reese. Come here, Reese. Here, Reese. He's after that rabbit now. So I usually throw my line away before the garbage comes. So that way I make sure it gets in there. And another thing is, I'm not calling y'all this. I'm just saying, if you're a fisherman, don't be a litter bug. Throw your line away because, you know, I don't like fishing and finding a pile of line because somebody over there at the dam, I need to clean it up, left a big old pile of braided line out. So now, if you guys cannot tell when we first started, hopefully you can tell the difference. You see how much more tighter that stuff is? It's not as loose because I don't know why all that other line was like that. I really don't, but this line right here is fresh and it hasn't been used that much, so we're gonna start down here now. I'm gonna keep my finger on this and I'm just gonna pull a bunch of it out. I'm not even gonna measure. That's all I'm gonna do. Because this is gonna turn a lot smoother now that we got the fresh line. Y'all might think I don't know what I'm doing, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. I've been fishing my whole life. I know how to fish. There should be plenty right there. Now, before y'all say anything, yes, I'm pulling this tight so we don't lose all our slack. But, so real quick, make sure I got plenty of line. That's more than enough. Actually, I'm gonna reel some of that in because that is a little much. Let me reel some of that in. I could have just pulled it through the eyelids, but I like to do it this way. Because one, my bait caster's not gonna sit there and unspool itself, and two, it's just a lot easier to do it this way to me. Makes more sense in my mind. But everybody's mind is different, so. Oh yeah, I didn't get this on video the other day, but when I was doing this, when I was out fishing the other day, guess what happened, y'all? I was out there fishing, and I accidentally hooked this reel with my other rod and reel, and the spade caster about bit the dust. It almost flew in the water, like my whole rod. I almost casted my rod out with my other rod by accident. Don't ask me how that happens. I really don't know, but it almost was really bad. People say to tie a uni knot with this stuff, but I don't tie all these correct knots. I don't got time to sit here and go over all these knots. I just tie a knot, and if it stays, it stays, you know, because I don't want to sit here all day trying to learn how to tie a uni knot. So now I'm just going to reel it up some. Keep my finger on there for tension. And stop. That's plenty. That looks a lot better and cleaner because I don't like having weight so much line that it just pokes up all the way up here. I like having it where I can get my finger down in here easy. I don't like having too much line on these things. That looks a lot better. So now let's move over here to this. We'll tie that on it. If you guys didn't know, yes, I know this is plastic, but I did put Brady line on this, and yes, it works. It's functional. See, you cast it. But we're gonna go in the morning, so I'm probably gonna do a little bit of crappie and bluegill fishing with this rod. So hopefully this stuff does good. As far as that, if you guys didn't know, yes, we swapped over to a better rod. This rod is actually way stronger than what you think it is. I like the action of it better, especially in the water. It's easier to, move stuff. So we're going to line this up in a minute. So let's go ahead and get this good. This is Brady line, so. And be careful, because the other day when I was working on that yellow pole, I was trying to pull a knot tight, and just sliced me a little bit. So another thing, if you guys didn't know, yes, we still had the KastKing backpack. This thing is amazing. I love this backpack, so we're going to go ahead and open it up here. And get my braided scissors out. I'm not sponsored by this company, but this brand right here, they make some good scissors. I like these scissors. They're good for me. They work great. Got them at Woods and Water. So for this one, I haven't been tying too much on. I did have a fishing bead, but I got it stuck on the dam because I accidentally overcast. Went over the dam like this. Went over it, and then when I was coming back, I got hooked on a rock, and it wouldn't come off. So it broke off. But I'll go get some fishing beads sometime this week or something. So yeah, so we could throw like a shiner on, or but I'm gonna throw me on a crankbait or a rattle trap, and I could use a top water, but I don't know if I want to. So, and also the KastKing comes with these amazing boxes. So shout out to KastKing. Maybe they'll sponsor me one day. I'll have to talk to them, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So yeah. I might tie this on here and see what this can do, but I just don't know. I just don't know. If there were some people watching, I would ask and see if y'all think I should tie this on or not, but I really don't know if I want to tie a spinnerbait on or not. I think we better go with a crankbait. We could put a double down plopper on there. I'm leaning more towards a rattle. This is a rattle trap. I had one bass hit this one day. It's all beat up, but something I haven't tried. Let's look through these. Let's see what we got in here. Check this one out. This one don't look bad. Or even the minnow. But I've been really wanting to try this thing, so let's start this on here because I've never tried it. Hopefully we were able to. If this doesn't work, then I'll throw a spinnerbait on. But look at these big ones. I haven't tried them yet either, but let's throw this on for now. So let's put that out. Now y'all might say, why don't you just use... It's like I have other stuff in here as well. Are you back from chasing the rabbit? He's out of breath. I'm not sure if this is for like bass fishing or what. I'm not sure if this is for bass fishing, so let's go ahead and just open it up because I'm very curious what this is. This might be a spinner bucktail. I'm not sure. You guys will have to correct me, but it looks like a bucktail to me. I don't know what this thing is. We could, I guess, use... I'm not sure if that's for trout fishing or what. I don't know what this is, y'all, but I know it's got a hook protector on there. Pull that. Tell me in the comments. I know y'all might say, I thought you knew about fishing. Is this for bass fishing or what? You know what? I'm very curious. Why don't we throw this tomorrow and see if we catch anything? We will throw this, but I don't know. This looks like a trout fishing rig, honestly, but we'll see. I think we can get a bass on this. This is a bucktail, though. I can definitely feel the white-tailed deer hair, so it is a bucktail, which is good because bucktail usually are for trout and bass fishing. But man, this thing just don't want to cooperate. So I am gonna try it. I doubt we'll catch anything on it, but hey, you never know. So let's try this. I don't know what this yellow thing is here for. I don't know, and I don't like it either. This thing needs to get out my way. Oh, well, there it goes. Man, this thing just don't want to cooperate, does it? Alrighty, I'll be right back. Y'all stay there. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back now. I had to go look up what this was to be double safe, just to make sure. This is actually a rooster tail, and it's made from white-tailed deer hair, which is what I thought. But a bucktail is a little bit different, so it's not a bucktail. But I'm trying not to cut all these rooster hairs off, or deer hairs off. But what I'm trying to do here is get this yellow thing off. But this little pesky thing don't want to come off. Well, we might be getting it off. Hold up. Alrighty, y'all. Hold on. Pull all these. This is actually for bass. I mean, I've never used one before, so we might. Let me get a pair of normal pliers. Hold on. I know it's taking forever. I'm trying to get this off without making all these hairs fall off. Hold up, y'all. Alright, there we go. It's off now. So, yeah, this is what we're going to try first thing in the morning tomorrow. Don't know how well it's going to work, but let's puff these hairs back down here so they'll work better. But, yeah, we'll try this. We'll try this little rooster tail out. We'll see. So, I guess we'll throw this crankbait back in here. Because I have these little silver shad. I just don't know how well they'll work. Because I'm trying to get stuck on the bottom, but we'll see. So if this don't work, then we'll throw this. This don't work, then we'll throw a spinnerbait. So we got that situated. Let's now, like I said, tomorrow, yes, I will be live streaming while I'm fishing, but I don't know how often I'll be able to look at the comments to see who's saying what, because, you know, I'll be kind of, if I catch a fish and somebody's commenting, I'm sorry if I'm not able to respond to you right away. Here's the deal. I can't go back while I'm, because I don't know how, because I can't go back and see what you said. So if you say something while I'm reeling in the fish, just keep saying it over and over, and then I'll get to you. I promise you, I will answer you. So just keep doing that, and I'll get to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unravel this thing here. I don't even think it's ran through the bail right. Yeah, it's not even on the bail either. Which means, I hate when I had to do this last time. So we gotta open the bail. Gotta pull this line all the way back through here. The reason why, that way it'd be ready. Now we can close the bail. And then now, yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna pull it by the drag. I know that's not good, but I don't want to sit here and unravel this thing, because then I have to pull it all tight again. Oh, my gosh. There should be plenty of line. The thing about this that I don't like is I can just undo it, but then it'll all unravel. This braided line's kind of Pacific, so. But I still have not caught a fish on this combo yet, but yes, we do have braided line on there. So I'm still waiting for that to happen. So, you know, and honestly, I already have a worm I'm going to go ahead and put up on my bait caster as well. I'm sorry I'm jumping around. I'm just trying to get everything done, and because I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch an hour-long stream of me do nothing. But so I know a little bit about bucktails and rooster tails. I thought that was for trout fishing, because it looks like something you'd use for trout, but it's for bass. So that's good. I mean, that exact one, I couldn't find a picture, but I found one similar. As long as it looks similar, it's basically the same thing made, because it's got 3 hooks on it. It's made for bass fishing, I'm pretty sure. That's what the thing said. So, yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this through the eyelid. I gotta give myself some extra line. Okay, so now we're gonna drop this one down gently. So we're gonna tie that rooster tail on, and we're gonna see We gonna see if we can't get something on here. Now I'm gonna teach you how to do a tornado HH knot if I remember how to do it, cause you know I'm not good at tying stuff with braided line, so ignore the fact that I suck at this, cause I'm still getting used to it. All right, so we're gonna do this. All right, y'all see this? Look, make sure to get you enough line because this thing's kind of big. I mean, you got to go over all the hair and all that stuff. So then we're going to do this. I'm going to try my best to not get stuck on them things like I did last time. When I was doing it earlier off camera, I got stuck on that little wire. So I'm going to try my best to go around that. See, because these little wires that poke out, they grab your line like you've never seen anything before. I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. They just try to grab your line where you can't get it up there. So what I'm going to do here, there we go, and boom. So I pulled it up. I got it up there so that way it's not hanging all down in there. So the reason why you do that is, one, that gives you a stronger bond. I don't know if we'll catch anything on this. We probably will. I don't know. We might. We'll see. So now what you're going to do, how I learned to do a tornado, is you go 1. Okay, and then you go again, wrap it around, there's 2. Well, if I can get it up here, there's 2. So you're going to start pulling it down like this, but don't pull it all the way down yet, because you still got to do like 5 more, 3. Kind of do it this way. And then there's 4, do 6, then there's 5. And then there's 6. Okay, now watch this. Then we're going to boom, pull it down. It's hard for you guys to tell, but the knot is there. Probably will another. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie a base knot on top of that knot. So that way, that'll be good and done. I tie 2 base knots on top of a tornado, because if you don't and you just cut your tail off, it's going to all come unraveled. You have to, it don't say, the video doesn't show tie a knot, but it just shows pulling it tight. But I'm going to go ahead, I do 2 base knots anyways, because I don't, even if I tie this on here, I don't trust it enough to, I never trust fishing line to hold a knot if I just wrap around and like 100 million times, So then what we're going to do is then we're going to grab our line here, pull it. And then I'm going to grab my pliers so I don't get a hook in my hand. And my braided scissors. I'm going to grab this bucktail thing over here by this. I'm going to wrap it around my finger. And boom, it's tightened up. I'm not going to pull too tight because you see that braided line, it just eat your hand up. But take our braided scissors. I'm not going to cut too little of a tail, because if you cut too little of a tail, it'll come unraveled. Boom, I'll cut the rest of it off. You just pull it tight. I got to cut a little bit more off, so like right. My scissors aren't dull. I'm just doing this with like 2 fingers. It's hard to do this. There you go. It's cut, but you can see there's just a little bit left. That's how you want it. So there's that. So that's what we're going to throw. And then to make sure it works, I always give it a test cast to make sure everything's good, which I will take y'all to show y'all that now. This is actually pretty good for this rod. It's not too heavy. See, the action is not that bad. So that doesn't look too bad. That actually looks really good. Sorry. I'm going to have y'all on my big tripod, my UBZ that I usually use for fishing videos. But today we're on my phone tripod, so ignore all the bumpiness in it. So I got to cast this for sure to get this out. So I'm going to reel it up about right there. Pull some slack out. Alright, y'all, here we go. They went straight towards my neighbor's house, but it didn't go. I'm trying to get the slack out this line here. All right, y'all ready? Here goes a good decent cast. Y'all see how far that went? I'm gonna sit here in front of y'all so y'all can see me reel. Now I'm gonna reel towards this thing because I don't want to make all the hairs fall off. But another thing is I have to keep this line nice and tight. See, it's already coming out, so you have to pull it by the drag. Hold up, wait a minute. Technical difficulties. Hold on. There we go. There we go, y'all. That's hooked good. There we go. Rooster tail is good. Now let's finish what we started and let's get these other things done. Because it might be about to storm a little bit out here. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Yeah, Race. How are you scratching like that, you weirdo? Sometimes dogs are the weirdest animals. Alrighty. Hopefully that shows y'all. Hopefully that goes to show you always want to do a little practice cast. You don't ever have to, but if you ask me about my opinion, I always recommend it because if you don't, you're just gonna be in for a sorry game because you need to make sure your bait's hooked good because you know if it's not, it's just gonna fly away. It's gonna fly off basically. So you just need to make sure you're hooked good. Which this thing I've already got the hook somehow managed around this. That's the other thing with these rooster tails. It's real easy to get this hook caught around all these triple hooks. These tiny little threes, even though there's only three. Something flew by my head. I don't know what that was, but that scared me. But the point is, if you get caught, I just saw lightning. That's going to be really loud. It's about to storm. Why did I say it was going to be loud? I don't know. I just said that. But I'm having technical difficulties myself getting this untangled here. We might be in for a losing game. I think I might have messed this up. Oh, wait. Nope. There it goes. Okay, we're good. It was just hanging around. So, another thing, the way I put these up so that doesn't happen is I just reel them. Now, I reel them up to the top, and one of my friends hates when I do this because he's always like, tie your hook up. What I do with these specifically, sometimes I usually give them a tiny bit of slack, just like that, just so that way they can hang freely, because if I don't let these hang freely, they get tangled up very badly, so that's why. Bait caster, we got something we're going to throw on here. Usually I don't use these. Like I said, I usually use the Zoom Baby Brush Hogs. But I hadn't thrown one of these, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work great. So let's throw those down there. And let's get this done. So we're going to throw these Zoom Z-Crawl avocado color. Should work. So let's cut this off by the knot. And always make sure you get all the extra line off your hook, because if you don't, it's not going to be good. I save my worms. I don't just rip them off like a lot of people, not saying y'all do, but like, see how I unhook it? I put it back in the pack even if it's dirty, because the juice, like the juice, rejuvenation juice or whatever's in here, it just like, if you got a bad worm and you put it in there, it'll rejuvenate it. It'll make it come back to life where it's usable. Also, I need to get some new pliers. These things have seen better days, the handles. Mine definitely need to be replaced eventually here soon. I'll get some new pair here one day. Not anytime like soon, but I will like. I know these red hooks, I know the red's about came all off of them since the bass been biting them, but they do good, these little worm hooks, 1 ounce, one size 1 or whatever they are, they do great. And I'm using one of these split shots, which is the right one. One of these sinkers, which is the right one for worm fishing. So it goes out there, but it don't go really far. It kind of goes like maybe 4 or 5 feet out. No, it goes about 20, 25, maybe 50 feet out. It doesn't go 4 or 5 feet. I don't even know what I'm saying. Got all that through the outlets. Now make sure when you put these on, you put the pointy end of the weight. Hold on, we gotta use our hook here to clean out the tip of it. Stopped up now. So make sure to put them on like this, so that way to cover the tip of your hook. So let it go. As far as hooking, you can do a double knot, which I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to do for a uni knot. Now, only reason I do these double loops like this is it is very strong and it keeps your hook on better. So now I'm not gonna do a tornado on this, but I'm gonna pull it down and I'm gonna grab the end of it here and I'm gonna start pulling and pulling and pulling. See, when you get 2 of them on there like that, it's hard for you guys to tell, but when you get 2 on there like that, it's just a lot stronger. So as far as that goes, now I'm going to pull a bunch of this line back, and I still need to pull more of that back. So how I'm going to tie this, I'm going to tie it my own little way here. I'm going to go boom. So I'm going to tie me a base knot, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, well, there's 1, and there's 2. So I'm gonna do about 4 turnarounds like this. Don't ask when I don't really know how to tell y'all this knot. I'm just tying a good knot. And that's a really good knot. And then like I said, I always finish your knots off with just a traditional, whether it's a single traditional or a normal traditional base knot. And then I always grab my pliers, grab my line, wrap it in my hand, and pull it. Make sure we're good. And yeah, we're golden. What was that sound? So now we're gonna go ahead and cut this tail off. Grab our pliers, wrap it around, boom. And the fish is not getting off that. If you guys cannot tell, that's how you tie a fluorocarbon knot. So as far as this, I might be bad at hooking these because I hadn't used these in so long. But I'm just hooking the worm on there before I go, so when I get out there, I don't look like an idiot trying to hook a worm on. Got ourselves a brand new. I don't know how well these are going to work. I don't even know if they're going to work. What's he looking at? What you looking at, Bubs? Alrighty. So now, let's try to do this the correct way. So now we're gonna put this in here like so. Keep going. So we're gonna pull the head through like that. Push this all the way up to tip your hook. And then you're gonna grab your worm. Flip it around the right way, whichever way you want. And then you're gonna grab your hook. And how you're gonna hook this is you gotta kind of hook at the back. Like so. But you have to you gotta kind of line this up here. So you're gonna do something kind of like that. See how the hook fits in that gap? You're gonna pull it back down. So I like to have my hook, so I'm gonna push through. Pull the worm up. So I usually run something about like that. It's usually what I do because it works good. For me it does. So now we're gonna reel this one up. Hey.
You working on it?
I'm live streaming. So let's try this one out now and see what this worm does. Always. There's a cat. I always test my stuff out, like I said, because Here we go, y'all. One more good cast. Alrighty, there you go. That one's good. So we pretty much got everything rigged up now. So, you know, it's about as good as it gets for fishing, you know. Can't really, you know, as long as if you get your stuff one and done and rigged up, that's about as good as it gets. So now let's go ahead and throw our rods back in here. So there's my old rod that used to be on there, but it's wore out. Alrighty, so try to set y'all down here. Maybe y'all won't fall. Y'all can watch me put my rods up. Okay. So the bait caster, here's how I do mine. Bait caster usually goes second. Hopefully you guys can see. Bait caster goes second. And then the first one is obviously the white rod. This is how I keep mine in order. Except that thing right there is in the way. And then third is the yellow one. And then that's the order of my rods. And then so I like it like that. So basically, I keep them like that because it's easy for me to remember what goes where, you know. So pretty much I have that one first, and then I have that one, then these follow after. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because I gotta finish putting up my stuff. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all later. Stay tuned for tomorrow.